Hi, it's Sean McCann from Stan James. Welcome to a brief preview of Superbowl XLIV 44 Super Bowl in Miami. The 10th time the Super Bowl has been held in Dolphin Stadium in Florida. And the first thing that met the players, those who weren't involved in the Pro Bowl at the weekend when they arrived in Miami on Monday, was the fact that it was wet. A very soggy start to the week, and indeed the unseasonal weather is set to continue all week, including a 20% chance of precipitation. That's rain to me or you, that the local weather forecasters are saying for Sunday night. The two best teams, there's no question, have got to Super Bowl. The Colts were 14-2 in the regular season against the Saints, 13-3. But in many ways it's about Peyton Manning, the quarterback. In 7 of the 12 seasons he's been involved with the Indianapolis Colts, his team have won more than 12 games in the regular season. He's won already 4 MVPs in the league. He won the MVP for the league this season, of course. He's already won a Super Bowl. That was back in 2007. He was the MVP on that occasion. He is a very, very, very top-class Super Bowl quarterback, rather. But will he join that pantheon of greats come Sunday night? There's been 10 other quarterbacks in the history of the NFL who've won more than one Super Bowl. But there is the thought in America that Manning may go on to greatness, may join sort of the Joe Montanas, the Tom Brady, of course, the Patriots, Joe Montana, of course, with the San Francisco 49ers. But we shouldn't underestimate Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints, and indeed you shouldn't really just talk about the quarterbacks. It's interesting that the defensive coordinator of the Saints thinks he's probably going to blitz, you would imagine, Peyton Manning from the word go, but can he stop him? But Drew Brees, if you have a look at his stats this season, they compare quite favourably with Manning. 16 interceptions Manning has thrown this season, 11 only for Drew Brees, and he's thrown 34 TDs in the regular season against 33 for Peyton Manning. In effect, we think it's almost too close to call on the handicap. It's 9-4 on for the Colts, with no handicap, 49 on, and 7-4 for the Saints. But with the handicap, 5.5 start for the Saints. So in effect, the Colts giving up 5.5 point start to the Saints. It's even money each of two. We're saying Brees versus Manning, you decide. 5.5 point start for the Saints rather, over the Colts. All the money yesterday, the first day we did this concession, that all the money came for the Colts, but today, Tuesday, all the money has been for the Saints. So it's a fascinating market. We're also extending our first TD market, which is our first goal scorer market, to the first touchdown in Super Bowl 44. So if your player scores a touchdown during the game, including overtime, but doesn't score the first TD, we'll refund your stake as a losing bet. Now, I think everybody's expecting a very, very high scoring game. People I've been speaking to say there'll be at least 6, maybe 7, maybe 8 touchdowns. I think the point line will be around about 50, 55 indeed. So with that in mind, I think it's a very good concession now. But it's also, I think, a fascinating concession. It evens each of two, the Saints with the 5.5 point start. Peyton Manning is a great quarterback, but how great is he? Come Sunday night, will the talk be about Peyton Manning? Will he have joined that list? I think he'll become the 10th quarterback in history to win more than one Super Bowl. Will we already be talking about him in the same breath as the great Joe Montana and as Tom Brady? Or will it be that it's this thing in the States, a lot of people think it's almost fate, that Super Bowl 44 will go to the New Orleans Saints? 5.5 point start on the handicap. We can't decide. Brees or Manning, up to you. Be lucky.